Happy present moment wherever you may be. This is Michael Wilson Everard here to talk today about enlightenment and what it means, how it works, how to perceive it. So, um, enlightenment is simply a process in which you increase the oscillating rate of frequency of your consciousness. And it happens every time you accept any level of truth, especially about yourself. So, um, what happens with our experiences is uh, it's very simple. We are basically energy generators. We have several what's called chakras. These are energy centers. Um, a typical chakra ignition happens when we experience something that is related to that chakra. So, for your heart chakra, which is your your energy center that deals with we'll call them love transmissions. Um, for me, my heart chakra was ignited when I told Tammy, my now wife, how I felt about her. So um, I had to overcome the fear of being alone for the rest of my life. So um, what happened was she was the manager of my band, and I um, was friends with her, had been friends with her. And um, the first day I met her, I knew that she would someday be my wife. At least that's how I felt. So when I overcame the fear of potentially being alone, what happened was I I just took a leap of faith and was honest, and I did this over the phone. I told her exactly how I felt, and she reciprocated, and we became a couple and got married and have a daughter and live in Hawaii. So I know I missed out on a lot of details, but that's okay. Um, the point is, um, the initial ignition of my heart chakra um, was it was powerful. I didn't sleep for like 3 days, so um, it gives you an idea. It was definitely a rush, and what happens when our chakras are ignited, we feel that form of energy. Now, all things come from God, and everything is just a variation of the same frequency of love. But the love that you feel for another human being um, is both felt in your heart, and the the indication of that is when your heart beats faster. So what's happening is the you're receiving transmissions from the other person, and then you're sending you're responding. Your heart responds by sending back the signals. um, this is how it works, and this is very simply the way that energy is it's first received, and then it builds up, and then you send it back. So um, all of our chakras work the same way. There is an ignition, and then the energy gets going. So that also, each chakra, if your energy is flowing, can affect the other chakras. So it's like a chain reaction. And then what happens with your consciousness is that you've accepted a certain level of truth about yourself, and then your consciousness starts oscillating faster and faster and faster. So um, it is a wave consciousness, um, and our awareness of this increase of oscillating rate of frequencies is felt. It's tough to describe. It it is a rush initially, but then you kind of um, settle into this new level of awareness, as it were. So um, enlightenment is not an event; it's a process, and there is it, the direction that your consciousness is moving. It's it's there's there's a back and forth going. There's a spiral. So imagine back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, on off, on off, on off, on off, spiral, and a sine wave as well. So um, as best as I can describe it, there is there's three movements going on at the same time. Um, that's why I use the word oscillation instead of vibration. And vibration seems to indicate just a back and forth movement. Um, in any case, the faster the oscillating rate of frequency is happening, the more aware you become and the clearer of thought uh, is also occurring. So, but uh, it does come in a wave form, and um, there is going to be a up and a down, um, along with these other motions that I described. So that's what I have for today, guys. I hope that helps. I love you. You guys are awesome. Uh, Namaste.